Today, we're diving deep into a topic that has impacted countless lives, mine included. Should you play video games? I'm not here to tell you to put down your controller forever. Instead, I'm going to share my raw, personal journey and some powerful strategies that pulled me back from the brink of addiction. This isn't just a story, it's a blueprint for finding balance in your digital life. The beginning of my gaming journey and downfall. Let's rewind to 2022. The world was finally exhaling after lockdowns, and everything was bursting back to life. For me, that meant the doors of my grade 8 school were creaking open once more. I just transferred schools due to reasons I can't quite disclose, and the first few months, surprisingly, sailed by without a hitch. This seemingly calm period was actually my quiet introduction to a new, captivating corner of the online world. While I'm avoiding specific names to keep the monetization gods happy, let's just say I stumbled upon a treasure trove of digital entertainment. Fast forward a few months to September. And seriously, I've got some juicy pre-September stories that are worth subscribing for. Hit that notification bell. Then, just as the year was winding down in December, I unearthed this website. We'll call it Why. And before your imagination runs wild, no, this wasn't some illicit 18+ site. It was essentially a goldmine for free games. Think of it as a digital arcade without the coin slot. This discovery marked the beginning of a whole new era for me. I was suddenly immersed in worlds like GTA Vice City, GTA San Andreas, SimCity, and so many more. What do you think happened next? My entire routine transformed. The moment I walked through the door after school, my controller became an extension of my hand. My life revolved around beating the game or dominating the leaderboard. Sound familiar? Many of you might be nodding along, thinking, so what's the big deal? Everyone plays games. But here's where my story veers sharply. My sole focus became an obsessive quest to conquer every virtual challenge. Sleep? That became a luxury I could no longer afford. I went from a solid 8 hours and 30 minutes of sleep to a mere 4 hours. My body was practically screaming for rest, but the lure of the game was too strong. The wake-up calls. Then came my first exam of grade 8. The results were brutal. I failed in every single subject. This led to the dreaded extra classes, a true nightmare for any student. Up until this point, I was completely oblivious to the real damage these games were inflicting upon my life. That is, until a friend casually asked about my results. The blood drained from my face. I almost faked a fainting spell just to escape the conversation. Somehow, I stumbled through that moment. Later, during my 8th grade vacations, the endless hours of gaming finally caught up to me. I was completely saturated, burnt out. So, in a moment of clarity, I uninstalled every single game. But here's the kicker. Uninstalling cold turkey had its own negative consequences.
Fast forward to grade 10, 2025. I found myself spiraling back into addiction, this time with games like Halo. My studies? They became an afterthought. I was dangerously close to completely derailing my academic future. Then, a single sentence from one of my teachers hit me like a ton of bricks. The upcoming test is just 30 marks, and those who fail will be rusticated from the school. Whether she was speaking the absolute truth or simply employing a genius motivational tactic, it doesn't matter. What matters is that this was the moment I truly started to wrestle control back from this habit. Suddenly, I went almost entirely cold turkey on gaming, desperately trying to catch up on the massive backlog of studies I'd created. Breaking the cycle. My two proven strategies after those exams. I refused to fall back into that seemingly harmless but ultimately destructive cycle. I decided to actively work on it. I sat down, disconnected from all digital devices, and really thought about what had gone wrong. That's when I came up with my own solutions, and while I can't share every single tip in this video, it's already running a bit long, I promise to share the most impactful ones. All of them were crucial, but these two habits absolutely transformed my relationship with gaming. Strategy 1. Play until you're saturated. Number 1. Finish off the games that have their hooks in you. For me, it was story-driven games, not necessarily FPS titles. Though I'll be diving into how to tackle FPS addiction in an upcoming video, so smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Once I'd completed these story games, which collectively took about a month, I found myself with nothing left to accomplish within them. So, what was my brilliant next move? I played them again and again. Yes, I know, it sounds utterly ridiculous, but this is the core of the process. Play so much that you literally get bored of gaming. This wasn't about willpower, it was about overwhelming my desire until it dissipated. Strategy 2. Never quit playing video games, the right way. Number 2. Never, ever quit playing video games entirely. Crazy, right? These solutions sound counterintuitive, but trust me, they're self-tested and 100% effective. What do I mean by this second point? Once you've reached that glorious state of saturation, and gaming feels more like a chore than a pleasure, shift your focus back to your responsibilities. Dive into your studies, tackle your work, or simply enjoy some quiet downtime. Then, at the very end of your day, play games. It doesn't matter if you feel like it or not, just play. Let me paint a common scenario you've probably experienced. Imagine you're addicted to anything, sugar, social media, a particular TV show, and you take a break, say for 10 days. Do you truly believe that when you return, it'll be less addicting than before? The answer, of course, is a resounding yes. The same principle applies to video games. This is precisely why I champion this seemingly paradoxical solution. So, what's the ultimate takeaway? Overplaying video games